In a world obsessed with instant gratification and social media fame, there's a quiet revolution taking place. It's a movement led by those who understand the true power of silent success. This is the story of John, a man who learned the art of quiet achievement and changed his life forever. John was always the loudest in the room. He'd boast about his accomplishments, no matter how small. His social media was a constant stream of self-promotion. But deep down, it felt empty. His relationships were shallow, and his success felt hollow. One day, John met an old man in a park. The man was quietly feeding pigeons, a serene smile on his face. Intrigued, John struck up a conversation. "What makes you so content?" Ask it." The old man looked at him with wise eyes and said, "My boy, true success doesn't need an audience." Those words hit John like a thunderbolt. He realized he'd been living his life for others' approval, not for his own fulfillment. From that day on, John decided to change. He deleted his social media accounts and focused on personal growth. At first, it was hard. The silence was deafening, but slowly, John began to find peace in his quiet pursuits. He started a small business, not to become famous, but because he believed in his product. He volunteered at a local shelter, not for recognition, but because it felt right. Months passed, and John's life transformed. His business grew steadily, built on genuine relationships and quality work. His volunteer efforts made a real difference in people's lives, and most importantly, John found a sense of purpose he'd never known before. One day, a local newspaper wanted to do a story on John's successful business and charitable work. John politely declined. He realized that his greatest achievements were the ones no one knew about. The lives he'd touched, the personal growth he'd experienced. John's story teaches us a valuable lesson. True success isn't measured by likes, shares, or public accolades. It's found in the quiet satisfaction of a job well done, in the silent joy of personal growth, in the peaceful knowledge that you're making a difference. So, to those of you out there chasing fame and recognition, I say this: consider the path of quiet success. It's not always easy, and it's certainly not flashy, but it's a path that leads to true fulfillment and lasting impact. Remember, the most powerful changes often happen in silence. The seed doesn't make a sound as it breaks through the soil. The butterfly emerges from its cocoon without fanfare. And the most profound personal transformations occur in the quiet moments of self-reflection and determined action. Don't be afraid of silence. Embrace it. Use it as a tool for growth and self-discovery. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Build your success, brick by brick, day by day, without the need for constant validation from others. This doesn't mean you should hide your light under a bushel. Share your successes when appropriate, celebrate your milestones, but do it with humility and gratitude, not with the intention of showing off or seeking praise. Think about the truly great people in history. Many of them worked tirelessly behind the scenes, their impact only fully realized long after they were gone. They didn't seek the spotlight. They sought to make a difference. You have that same power within you. The power to create lasting change, to build something meaningful, to touch lives in ways you may never even know. And you can do it all without fanfare, without constant self-promotion. Imagine a world where everyone focused on quiet achievement rather than loud boasting. A world where actions truly speak louder than words. That's the world we can create, one silent success at a time. So, I challenge you today, take a step back from the noise. Turn off the notifications. Close these social media apps. Instead, focus on what truly matters to you. What are your core values? What kind of impact do you want to have on the world? Start small. Set a goal that's just for you, not for anyone else's approval. Work towards it consistently, silently, determinedly. Feel the satisfaction of progress that comes from within, not from external validation. As you embark on this journey of quiet success, you'll likely face challenges. There will be times when you're tempted to shout your achievements from the rooftops, times when the silence feels lonely. But push through. Remember John's story. Remember the old man in the park. True success doesn't need an audience. It needs dedication, perseverance, and a belief in yourself. It needs the courage to walk your own path, even when no one else can see where it's leading. And here's the beautiful irony. When you stop seeking recognition, that's often when it finds you. When you focus on doing good work for its own sake, that's when people start to notice. Not because you're shouting about it, but because the quality of your work and the impact of your actions speak for themselves. This is the art of quiet success. It's about building a life of substance, not just style. It's about creating value, not just noise. It's about being content with who you are and what you're doing, regardless of who's watching. So, as you go about your day to day, remember, your worth isn't determined by your follower count or your number of likes. It's determined by the lives you touch, the positive changes you make, and the personal growth you achieve. Be like the river that carves through mountains, not with loud crashes, but with persistent, quiet flow. Be like the sun that doesn't announce its rising, but simply shows up every day, warming and illuminating the world. In a world that's constantly shouting, dare to whisper. In a society obsessed with instant fame, dare to build lasting impact. In a culture of showing off, master the art of quiet success. Your journey starts now, in this moment of silence. Embrace it, use it, and watch as it transforms not just your life, but the lives of those around you. Because true success, like true love, doesn't need to announce itself. It simply is quietly changing the world, one silent achievement at a time.